Magizh, a pleasure to receive you.
Likewise.
It's always a joy to talk to a filmmaker who knows what he's dealing with.
That's
and
so nice.
you know one of those few directors we have a profound admiration for. So
Thank
welcome
you so
to
much.
welcome to Share Auto.
That's a nice name, Share Auto.
Share Auto. Yeah, the idea is if you like the point that we're putting across, feel free to automatically share it. So which is why we named it Share Auto. That's the idea behind the name. Magizh, your film Talayara Taka was so impressive. We were all thoroughly impressed. You have a huge fan base, and people even to this day want to keep watching that on a repeat mode. So we're going to start from Talayara Taka, and we'll move on to your upcoming film Talayara. So Talayara Taka had this fantastic action sequence. In fact, I remember telling you at one point in time, in the Mario action sequence, if Tamil cinema best action sequences were, but the sequences are definitely this will be rated.
You've made my day twice over.
No, but this is a fact. Arun Vijay covering his face and having that explosive action sequence. It was fantastic, and that was fantastic primarily because it was as close to reality as possible. Now,
That's what I try to achieve. Almost all my films, be it a romantic scene or an action sequence, I think a filmmaker should always strive towards that idea, trying to take his film as close as possible to his reality.
So, in Kadam also, can we expect an action sequence for that?
There is an action sequence, but I wouldn't call it an action film per se. It's a film that has a memorable action sequence. One that I'm proud of. I hope the audience would like it too. But it's not an action film. It's a thriller basically. And I don't really know how to categorize it. You might call it an investigative thriller. That's a safe way of calling it. But it also has a legal angle. So in a very, very light way, it's also legal.
Okay. See, I know that you're someone who does proper research, and all your films, all your stories are rooted in reality. Which is to say, you actually take an inspiration from something that's happened, either in your life or from, someone who's around you. So, what was the inspiration for this particular movie?
A particular snippet that I stumbled across while I was doing research for Miga. And the first time I read it, I could not believe the story. Okay? I thought it was too far-fetched. That couldn't really have happened. But then when I started researching, when I read more about it, I got to know that it really did take place. And not only that one, there are a few other instances too that have taken place around the world. I thought that this would make a very good film, that the idea, the concept, had a lot of potential for a police procedure. So that's how it all started.
Your trailer and your teaser both have, they're very, very, very impressive. And the most important thing that I noticed in that was that, I'm kind of, trying to push you over here. I'm reasonably sure you're not going to give me the story of it. But then, I'm kind of curious because, you see, this has something to do with defamation. Because you say this is a legal thriller, and one of the dialogues that Sonia Agarwal utters in the in the trailer gives me that impression. Am I close?
No.
So
but I like the idea of people trying to
try and get information
out of guesses. There are so many theories already. Some of them are right, some of them aren't. But the more theories there are, the more happy I am because it shows the level of interest.
Then your teaser and your trailer have kind of been generated. Okay, every movie of yours apart from telling a story, also has subtly puts across a social message. Might not be social message per se, but you have a purpose. Your film has a purpose. What is the purpose of that? Because I know you're not a filmmaker who's going to be satisfied with just telling a story. You also look to send across certain messages.
Yeah. See, what I tell myself as a filmmaker is that if my film reflects a certain social concern for a certain social phenomenon or a certain value, then that in itself is enough. That I should not really go and try to hold a placard, containing a message. And that I think is not what a filmmaker should strive to do. The film should reflect a certain value system. Okay, this is what I.
What is that I'm reflecting?
Okay.
Which social value are you kind of?
First of all, what appealed, what attracted my attention was the concept of Taran itself. Okay, what the snippet conveyed, the news snippet. It was something that I was not aware of. It had that novelty. And I thought that this novelty value would be interesting to the audience also, our audience, because this is an area that has not been touched by the Tamil film industry. It is something that's interesting in its own way, and that is what got me into researching it. Okay, and coming back to your question, okay, what does it reflect? What value does it reflect? That law and what do you call the dharma in English? Law and
Justice?
Law and justice and fairness don't always go together.
Law, justice, and
Fairness, whatever.
Okay.
Or natural justice.
natural justice.
Don't always go together. Sometimes they are at
Loggerheads?
loggerheads.
Okay, so that's an interesting idea. And how long did you research this topic? Because it seems to have really, caught your fancy. So I'm kind of guessing that you have done thorough research. How long did it take?
Normally, I take about 6 months to write a script, to complete a script. This is because I go through my several drafts. I believe in that Hollywood that the best scripts are not written; they are real. Okay?
True.
So the process takes 6 months, and the research too took that much time. So every time I got to know something new about the concept, or something new about how a police investigation happens, then I try to incorporate that into the story. So the research bit took about 6 months.
So you had to speak to lawyers, police officers?
Yeah, I did, yes.
Okay, and
And since it has a legal angle to it, I wanted to get my facts right.
I'm
thought,
reasonably sure that you would have done thorough research.
I thought I should not take the people for a ride. The audience for a ride. A filmmaker can take liberties, but to an extent.
Sure. So, where exactly did this crime happen? This news snippet, the crime on this news snippet, where exactly did it take place?
If I were to tell you that,
So you're not going to give away anything, huh? Okay.
but you may try.
அடிஷனல் எவிடன்ஸ் கேட்டிங்கல்ல கிடைச்சிருச்சு.
சேலம் மென்டல் ஹாஸ்பிட்டலில் ரெக்கார்ட்ஸ் கேட்டுக்கணும்ல அனுப்பி வச்சுருக்கேன்.
Your romances are brilliant. Okay? And that's primarily because of, they're so realistic. The chemistry between your hero and the heroine. They're so realistic, nothing to do with, the regular kind of stuff that you witness in cinema. Where, you have heroes stalking their heroines and, troubling them to the point of, exhaustion and exasperation. அப்படி கிடையவே கிடையாது. ரொம்ப கிளாஸியாக இருக்குது. Especially தலையை தாக்க மம்தா மோகன்தாஸ் and Arun Vijay, chemistry between them was fantastic. அதுவாகட்டும் இப்போ தடத்துல the sequences that you showed us, the cute little chemistry, the way he kind of tries to impress her by asking her for a cup of coffee and then realizing that she's a feminist and then rephrasing the question, and then when she says you get the question right and then we go out for coffee. What is the question? So at least the question. So several others who are looking to kind of go out on dates and might stand there.
Just wait for a month's time. My producer might get furious. You got to know that I feel the ending to you, but it's a nice question, Mani, and if you would allow me, I'd like to take a little time to talk about Kalayatta and even Meegaman. Meegaman's romantic track had been quite misunderstood by a few reviewers. அவங்களுக்கு ஆக்சுவலி அது இருக்கக்கூடிய பாயிண்ட் புரியல அப்படின்னா at no point of time did I show Hansika's character as a role model. Nor did I glorify the character. Nor did I try to make it look beautiful. Nor did I suggest, okay, as a filmmaker, that being naive is a beautiful quality in a girl. நான் அந்த மாதிரி சொல்லவே இல்லை.
Correct.
Okay. What I had tried to do as a scriptwriter was, okay, I tried to juxtapose two words. Okay. One, the word that Arya belonged to. Okay. Dog eat dog, man eat man, okay, seedy, dangerous, okay, exploitative kind of a word. Okay. And then another word, totally the opposite of the earlier one, where the biggest concern or the biggest kavala that the girl can really have is whether the boy next door is interested in her or not. Okay, எந்த அளவுக்கு அந்த வேர்ல்டு வந்து ப்ரொடெக்டட் ஆகும், சேஃபாகவும் இருந்தா a girl can actually spend her time on such inanities.
True.
Okay. So what I was trying to express, okay, was that this word, this protected word, was possible only because there were guys like Arya trying to save the society.
Fair enough. Okay.
And these people may not always be undercover cops. They can be police, they can be bureaucrats, they can be part of the judiciary. Everybody, okay, who is striving to build a civil society, a protect society, அவங்க எல்லாருக்குமே அந்த கிரெடிட் போய் சேரும் அப்படின்னு நான் நினைக்கிறேன்.
Fantastic.
And most of these people are unknown. Okay,
Absolutely.
Okay. And இந்த கோரிலேஷனை வந்து நிறைய கிரிட்டிக்ஸ் வந்து கவனிக்கல அல்லது உணரல.
Okay.
They should have. ஏன்னா கடைசியில் if I were going by the regular routine formula laid by Tamil cinema, நான் கடைசியில் ஹீரோ ஒன்று சேர்ற மாதிரி நான் முடிச்சிருக்கேன்.
Correct.
Which I didn't do. Okay, இவனுடைய மெச்சூரிட்டி லெவல், இன்டெலெக்சுவல் லெவல் வேற, அந்த பொண்ணுது வேற, கடைசி சீன் okay, and he would say actually whatever he says, and then he denies or refuses her in such a way that she is not scarred. Okay, and I thought that was beautifully written and beautifully shot, and Arya and Hansika both performed really well. And in the nuances, நிறைய பேருக்கு வந்து புரியல. Though the general audience liked it. General audience actually clapped. Okay, Hansika came on screen. And அதே படத்துல நான் இன்னொரு ஃபீமேல் ரோல் மாடல் நான் வந்து வச்சேன். அது வந்து ரொம்ப கிரிட்டிக்ஸ் கவனிக்கவும் இல்லை, எக்ஸப்ட் ஃபார் a few. The one played by Anupama. Okay, she is the woman who actually spearheads and moves the mission forward. Okay, when the officials are, in both the governments, in the Maharashtrian government and in the Goan government, decide that pursuing Jyoti is wasteful. It's not going to provide results anymore. She is the one who sticks on to the mission. அவளுடைய கவுண்டர் பார்ட் அந்த மேல் பாப்பே வந்து எல்லாத்தையும் கைவிட்டு ஓகே வேணாம் அப்படி டிஸ்கரேஜ் பண்ணிக்கும். ஷீ இஸ் தி ஒன் ஹூ சேஸ் நோ ஐ அம் கோனா கீப் கோயிங். ஓகே, ஸோ அங்கே ஒரு ரோல் மாடல் இருந்தாங்க. ஃபார் மீ ஷீ இஸ் த ஹீரோயின் ஆஃப் தி ஃபிலிம். ஓகே, பட் ஜஸ்ட் பிகாஸ் மேபி அவங்க மிடில் ஏஜ்டாக இருக்கிறதுனால என்னவோ they didn't see her as ஹீரோயின். ஓகே, ஸோ இந்த மாதிரியான விஷயங்கள் என்னுடைய படத்தில் இருந்துட்டு. And one more thing, Hansika's character in the film is based on so many teenagers and boys and girls. Okay, அந்த வயசுல வந்து இருக்கக்கூடிய அந்த ஒரு ஷாலோனஸ் ஒரு சூப்பர்ஃபிஷியாலிட்டி தான் அது உருவாக்கப்பட்டிருக்கு. Can you tell me to my face that no such girl exists or no such boy exists?
I can't say that.
The film is actually reflecting a certain demography, if you ask me. So and the romantic track has been misunderstood by a few reviews. I thought this gives me an opportunity to
fair enough. You put across my
my. அதுக்கப்புறம் தடையறதா you said you liked the romantic portion. I'm so happy. Every relationship has a dynamics. Every love has தடையறதா என்னன்னா, see, அந்த ரெண்டு பேருக்கு இடையில it looks as if Mamta is the one that lays the terms. When she sets the terms of the relationship. நீ இதை பண்ணு அதை பண்ணு போய் ஜாதகம் எழுதி எடுத்துட்டு வா, இதையெல்லாம் அவள் தான் சொல்ற மாதிரி. she sets the terms மாதிரி. அவள் தான் ஆலோசனை பண்ணுவா, அவள் தான் அதிகாரம் பண்ணுவா, அவள் தான் ஆர்ப்பாட்டம் பண்ணுவா. Okay, but the point is she does all that because he allows it.
Okay.
In a very subtle way.
Okay.
Okay?
Hmm.
He does not say, okay, I'm going to allow you to do this. But he just adores her that way. Okay, admires her that way. So who is the stronger character? The guy,
Sure.
because he has that much self-assurance and self-confidence that he just simply lets his girl be herself.
Okay. So this requires a deeper level of psychology, a deeper level of understanding psychology, sociology, and interpersonal relationships. I completely get your point, and it's for those who haven't realized it now after you explain it, they're probably able to understand. Very good. So now coming back to the question that I was had in mind, Thirumeni this lovely chemistry between Arun Vijay and the heroine. Yeah. The way you kind of fashion out these stories, it looks like you have quite a considerable bit of experience yourself. You cannot. I'm not joking. See, unless and until you are in a relationship, unless until you've gone through it, you've had your fair share of experiences, or either personally, or you've observed from others. You don't actually come out with situations like the ones that you come up with. They're fantastic simply because they're as close to reality as possible. I can actually see this happening to any boy, any friend of mine in the neighborhood. So, this is possible only because உங்களுக்கு நல்லா தெரியும் இது நடந்திருக்கு அப்படின்னு தெரிஞ்சு எங்கேயோ ஏதோ ஒரு இடத்துல நடந்திருக்கிறத நீங்க விட்னஸ் பண்ணிருக்கோம் இல்ல maybe a little bit here and there to an already occurred incident with might spice it up. But the magic is something that you witness, which is why you're able to reproduce it just like that. Am I right?
I mean, you are right. It doesn't really have to be something that I went through.
Yeah, but you observe
it from Manigh's life also.
Fair enough. I completely agree. Where is the romance for Thirumeni coming from? What is the inspiration behind the romantic scenes?
Okay, Manigh, I believe. Okay, sometimes I'm going to pretend as if I didn't really understand it.
You can. We come back to you again in another format. The same question will be rephrased.
Oh my God. Thing is, Manigh, see, I believe that the best inspiration is from life. Sure. There is so much that's beautiful in life, much more beautiful than a man can ever imagine, okay, or think of or conceptualize. அவ்வளோ அழகு லைஃப்ல அவ்வளோ லைஃப்ல அவ்வளோ நகைச்சுவை லைஃப் அவ்வளோ காதல் லைஃப் நீங்கள் ஒரு நாளெல்லாம் உட்காந்து யோசிச்சு உருவாக்குறதோட லைஃப்ல நீங்கள் அங்கே பார்க்கணும் வாட் யூ கோ இஸ் மச் மோர் பியூட்டிஃபுல். ஸோ வென் யூ ட்ரா இன்ஸ்பிரேஷன் ஃப்ரம் லைஃப், whether it is the basis, whether the experience is the basis of the scene or the script itself, அது லைஃப்லேருந்து எடுக்கப்பட்ட பட்சத்தில் அதுக்குன்னு ஒரு தனி அழகு வந்து True. So if you really like that scene in Tharum, okay, I'm happy. Again, it is same from real life too. Yarudan also but
you don't have to name the person. At least
Okay, I'll tell you something. Okay, as a consolation, I'll tell you something that I haven't really divulged to any other media. இப்போ கடையாத தாக்க ரிலேஷன்ஷிப்ல ஒரு டைனாமிக்ஸ் இருக்கு. அந்த மாதிரி இதுல டைனாமிக்ஸ் எப்படி இருக்கும் between this guy and the girl. Sometimes you're simply overawed by a girl, okay, simply overwhelmed. அது வந்து அவருடைய கிளாஸாக இருக்கலாம், அவருடைய அழகாக இருக்கலாம், அவருடைய டிமீனராக இருக்கலாம், அவருடைய இன்டெலிஜென்ஸாக இருக்கலாம், அவருடைய கேரக்டராக இருக்கலாம், and you simply feel at some instinctive level that she belongs to another league.
Okay.
So no matter how educated you are, how accomplished you are, okay, you just want to keep looking at her and asking yourself whether can I even get her. Okay. And the feel like in the relationship.